Now that you started to create the courses or start planning to create the courses, so starting to create the content, say on YouTube, your blogs, your podcast, and you're starting to do all these cool things, one of the common places that is going to come in the way where is the pen? One of the common places that you're going to come at a point and get stuck is going to be validation part of it. Question number one, is this what I'm going to say is going to help people out? Question number two, is what I'm doing help me make money? Question number three, is what I'm creating, will it make sense to people? So these are the common challenges. It all boils down to validation part of it. Is what I'm doing working or not? In this one channel I've kind of covered one of the videos. You can just search for what I'm planning, they are already doing. Just search for this one, planning, the what you can just put planning the channel, you'll be able to find that one video where I go in depth, in deep, where it's all about I'm planning something to do, but there are people already doing it. There are businesses flourishing, making tons of money. What I'm planning to do, how do I tackle that one mindset? So that's already covered in there. But then in this one video I'm going to share one of the cool two ways how can you get validation for your courses. This is something that I've learned from one of the content creators and a great guy when it comes to content and fun part of it, where he's kind of leading the content creation part of the world. Tanmay Bhat, I think he's from Mumbai or Delhi, I don't know. Great guy, great at what he's doing, great guy at what he's doing, and kind of learned a lot of things from him. So what I'm kind of taking an extract of what I've learned, and this we are going to talk about two things. How do you get validation for what you're doing? One simple question. The way to get validation for what you're doing, there are two ways to do it. The first way that he said is you need market feedback, and the best way to get market feedback is not ask your spouse, is not ask your kids, because I've seen people do that. Like they go and talk to their kids. What I'm doing is it going to help people out? It's like that is not the target audience. They are not the target audience. Who are your target audience? Who is your typical market? You go and talk to the people. Say for example, if you're creating courses on parenting, you don't go ask to your kids, because they are not your parents, or they're not your parents. Forget, they're not even parents. If they are parents, great. If they fall into that category, great. If they don't fall into that category, you see, talking to your audience and talking to your family member, these two are way two different things. Their challenges, goals, objectives are way different than their challenges. They love you what they do for what you're doing, but then they are not the right people to go and ask for validation. Specifically, is what I'm doing making sense to people? Who is the best person to give advice and the feedback? Not just advice, but then feedback on what you're doing. Your target audience. So this is something that even Russell Brunson says, ClickFunnels guy, where the best way to get market validation is go and give your products and services and your courses and your one-to-ones to people who want to consume towards the end of the day. Now when they consume, they tell you, they give you a validation whether this is going to work or not. If this is not going to work, you create another course, ask what do they need, create a course on what they need, and refine and tweak your courses, refine and tweak your products as in I keep on moving forward. Recording. This is one way of doing it. This is going to be long version. When I started off my journey, when I was training and coaching in my mentors community, how did I came to all the way to helping people create courses and entrepreneurship is because I kind of put myself on the front and started interacting with people, talking to people, giving those free one-to-ones, doing those sessions, like free sessions for like 100 people, and just collecting the data, what is required in the market, and going on YouTube searching, going on blogs, reading the blogs, like doing all the research part of it. And then I came to a point of this is what I'm going to do, because this is what I'm aligned with, this is what I'm kind of mastered, and this is what I'm going to do. It happens with one thing, the validation part of it. Going back to the topic, validation part of it, market feedback. Now market feedback, to get market feedback for you, it can be the speed, it can be at the fast process. If you have already got people around you, a lot of people around you of that target market, or if you have people around you, it's going to be speed. If you don't have that people around you, it's going to take slightly longer. That's like the reality of it, where you have to just test things out, see if it's going to work. If not, then tweak along. Don't change the whole industry. See if it's not working. Okay, this is not working. Why is it not working? Okay, I need to make it more glittery. I need to add more value to people. Keep on adding more value. People are going to like that. No point no more. Market validation. To speed in this process, okay, market validation. You move on to the second way. Now that second way comes into existence only when you put effort and work in this one part of it. The second way is all about self judgment, not about self care and all judging yourself, blaming yourself. I'm not talking about that area of doing things. What I am targeting over here is what he said is the second point is all about self judgment. The more you interact with people over here, so you have gained experience. Now when you have gained experience, now this you're going to apply over here, where when you start creating a piece of content, say I'm going to create this one course, you with your experience will know whether this is going to work or not, whether this is going to make sense to people or not, whether what I'm saying making sense to people, whether what I'm creating is going to help people or not, whether what I'm creating is going to monetize towards the end of the day or not. You will be the judge of this one thing. Now this judgment is going to come after you go through the journey of experience. Experience comes, as Mel Robbins says. I watched a really like 30 minutes back of this recording this video, where she says you get experience with a lot of failures. You get failures when you start doing something right or wrong, whatever that is. You with failures come experience, with experiences comes the validation, the success part of it. So back to the topic, how do you get validation of your courses? First, go out and test to people who are actually going to consume this. Say for example, this perfume, if I'm manufacturing this perfume, if nobody uses it, if someone has got allergy with perfume, I'm not going to sell this product to someone who's got allergy with this one particular perfume. I'm going to sell it to the people who are going to consume. I'm not going to sell it to the people who are not going to consume, or maybe they are allergic to a lot of things. Okay? They're just not my audience. I'm going to sell it to them. Maybe this is too heavy for some age category or some gender. This is going to not, if this is way too powerful. Makes sense? I don't know. Maybe it may not be. Now, that way I get validation. When I give it to the audience, they say to me whether this is going to work or not. If this is going to work, I start manufacturing more. Now, with manufacturing more, what's going to happen is I'm going to collect even more data and then say, and I'm going to launch a new product. For example, I'm going to launch a new product next month. I'm going to launch a new perfume. Now with the collected data, I know exactly whether this particular product is going to work in the market or not. That is how you get validation. Now, if you want to learn more about validation, these are the 2 points that I learned from Tanmay Bhat, where he shared this market feedback and then self-judgment. Kind of put down, made a video out of for you over here. And if you want to learn more about validation part of it, in this channel you can search validation. I've got a couple of more videos and ways and methods how can you validate your courses, your content that you're going to create. So in this channel we cover a lot of cool things like courses, money strategies, broke money strategies, money management systems, the productivity management systems, and a lot more creative. And in the whole shelter, how can you become an entrepreneur? And a lot of daily struggles that I share with, daily challenges that I share with. Just browse through the channel. And if you want to become the part of the community called the Academy of Finance Scientists, which is also called the House of Introvert Entrepreneurs, where we are introverts and on the journey of becoming entrepreneurs, and a huge 6, 7, 8 figures entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for making this video with me and the topic for today. There are links down below. Click the links, join a lot of different things, and I am going to see you in a lot of different places. Thank you so much. May peace and blessings be upon you and loved ones.